This is W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY digital voice net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running, so those folks who wish to check in early for NetLogger, you can find NetLogger at netlogger.org. We also do have Google Meet up and running, so if you wish to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes. This is W2FGH. This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY digital voice net on Brand Master Talk Group 31367, wires X from 83721, and live stream to Google Meet and YouTube. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital Voice Net is to help foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short-time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have two stations checked in through NetLogger, so the net would like to recognize K3BYC Carlton and N2 NRA Cliff. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short-time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's open it up for any station that would like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening. Please call now.
Control. This is N30JP, Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania.
From Sarah.
KM4UJP, Kilo Mike 4, Uniform Juliet Papa. John, Julie Oscar November, St. George Island, Florida. Back to net.
Net Control, please copy N3DQD, Beaver, Pennsylvania.
All right, and we have N30JP Mick, KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott, KM4UJP John, and N3DQD Ray. Were there any other stations to join this evening? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no announcements heard, so let's move on for questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no questions either, so we will move in for comments. And the net topic this evening, pretty obvious one. We're talking Summer Field Day. Did you participate in Field Day? And if so, how'd it go? So, top of my list is K3BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC, Carlton in Darlington, Maryland. Good evening, Frank. Thanks for taking the net. Good evening to everyone else who's checked in. For the net topic, I did not participate. I have a yearly conflict with Field Day. It involves the family and the community here. The village of Darlington holds their 4th of July and fireworks and parade on the fourth Saturday of the month, and it's just a beautiful event there, and I never miss it. And so the family and I enjoyed it very much, and we won't give that up for anything. So I've done field days before in for races and for my club, and I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, it's nice to like operate. I do take advantage when we have a picnic on a different date, but no, I did not participate. We are fortunate that we did have a little bit milder temperatures this weekend. It's kind of mid 80s here instead of the 90s to 100 like before. But no, I just don't do that. Not a big fan. You get a little old for all the helping setting up and tearing down all that stuff there. But I respect it. I know it's the holy weekend of ham radio, so I don't want to. Do anything to offend the powers that be, but and it's great for those who wish to do it. So I hope everybody did enjoy it who did participate. That's all I have for now. Everybody have a great week coming up. This is K3BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Carlton. And I might want to turn that down a bit. Okay. Yeah, no worries at all on that. Honestly, it's good to hear. Family comes first. Radios are fun, but family comes first. So, all right. Next on my list is N2NRA Cliff. How was your week?
This is Cliff, N2NRA from Waverly. Good evening to the group. And let's see, we mowed the lawn today. And last weekend I was working on the cat cable with mail, and also today they're having problems with getting the cat cable to work with the ST990. Yesterday I did listen to 25 stations on 40 meters. I didn't work any of them, but I did record them. And anticipation, July 1st, I believe, is going to be the start of the 13 colonies. So we're looking forward to maybe working the 13 colonies. Back to net control. This is N2NRA.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And yeah, you actually reminded me too. Mel, even though he's not checked into the net this evening, he did kind of give an update on 7.3. He said that he started his day at 4 o'clock, and I think he said, trying to read it real quick here. I thought he said there was about 13 field day contacts for a cattle operator, so he's very pleased with that. And yeah, thanks for checking in there, Cliff. I figured I'd since you mentioned it, I figured I'd give his update as well along the way. So, all right, next on my list is N30JP. Mick, how was your week?
Oh, good evening, Frank. Everybody on the net. It was pretty busy. Grandson was here for a couple of days. He takes violin lessons now on Tuesdays. And then he usually stays here, and sometimes overnight. And my wife and I, we had a couple of our mid-year just checkups. Those went well. She's doing good. And she's trying to get caught up on some things, so keeping me pretty busy around here, which is fine. I don't mind helping her out with the gardening and everything, and a few other projects. Not big on field day. I was going to go down to the site while both clubs had field day. But boy, the weather was just, we had bad weather rolling in and out. Seemed like it was on and off all day for the most part. And with the lightning and everything, I just didn't want to be around any trees. Like I say, plus I had some things going out in the garage. I was trying to get caught up on some projects. So I think it went well. I saw some of the photos from the one club that they posted on Discord. Looked like they had some pretty decent weather, or at least when the pictures were taken. So that was good to hear. Both groups, they like to get involved in field day, and from what I saw, they had a lot of equipment spread out on the tables. So it looks like they had some fun. So I've done a winter field day. We go over to one of the guys' homes and we do a little activation there. I do a couple, but then again, I probably enjoy the fellowship more than making the contacts. So it's been hot like everywhere else, but I don't mind the weather too much. Just I thought I'd be up north this weekend, but the fellow that I fish with, he doesn't like to fish in hot weather. I took care of that. And then Joe doesn't like to be out and about in hot weather. I said, well, I got to find some things to do here to get caught up. So that was about it, Frank. It was a good, enjoyable week. And we got another busy one coming up here. I'll turn it back to you. W2FJH N30JP.
Hey, very good there, Mick. And yeah, good to hear Joe's doing better again. And yep, I'm 100% with you on that. To me, I was going to go up to the Bear Field Day. I also enjoy more of the social aspect of just being with other hams, talking, and and all that. But yeah, the little one kept me up till beyond 2 o'clock the night before. She just apparently went to sleep from 9 till about 10:30, and then she woke up and didn't want to go back to sleep. So I was a little tired on Saturday there. I was planning on going in for around lunchtime, bring some pizza, and then just say hi to everybody. But yeah, plans changed there. That's why I didn't really sign up for any slots to be there because I was afraid that something might happen like it did. So. But yep, all right, very good there. All right, next on my list is KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray. Scott, how was your week?
This is KC3WVX. I spent the weekend up on Harris Hill in Elmira at the Erast Clubhouse there, right beside the National Soaring Museum. I took my Zygu G90 up and I ran FT8 and FT4 all weekend. Had a little bit, I started out on 10 meters on Saturday. We had 5 different stations running. 10 meters was dead, but I did manage to scrape some contacts out of 10 meters, which surprised me. I actually ran 10 meters till probably about 20 after 10. And then I switched to 80 meters and I ran that till 4 in the morning and took about an hour and a half snooze, got up about 6 or so. And then I ran 80 meters to it, died. And then switched to 20 meters, ran that for a couple.
Hey there, Scott. Sorry. Sorry, you were cutting out there a bit. I turned on my cell phone to see if it was also cutting out over there. And I heard that it was, and I turned on my radio, and now I forgot to turn off my cell phone. But yeah, your transmission was cutting in and out there for a little bit, and then it kind of cut out for good after you were talking about 20 meters, and then it went out. So why don't you try to give it another go again, and if you can hear me there, and we'll get the rest of your transmission there.
This is KC3WVX. I think I know what the issue was. I don't think I had my button pushed in the whole way on my HT here, but yeah, I ran 10 meters till about 10 after, a little after 10 o'clock till it died. Then I switched to 20. I ran that. I did all FT8 and FT4. Then I ran 80 meters all night and took a little break about 4 o'clock. Started again at 6. Ran 80 till it died. Yeah, well, I went from 10 meters to 80. Then I went to 20, and I ran 20 till about noon. Then I was finally done. But all in all, went pretty well. Had a good time. Got to hang out with all my amateur radio buddies, and I guess that's about all I got. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray, back to the net control.
Hey, very good there, Scott. It sounds like you had a lot of fun down there. I head back over to you. Did you have a total count of how many contacts you made?
I don't know how many contacts I had. I didn't check. I'll find out later. We all went into a central log, and that went into we have a server up there. It all went into. I just didn't. I didn't bother checking to see how many I actually had, but I said I will find out later.
Okay, very good there. And yeah, it seems like you had a lot of fun all the way through the evening and everything. So very good. Glad you enjoyed it. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Before I get to my next station, let's see if there's any additional stations that would like to check in this evening. Please call now.
W2KDC, this is Dennis.
KE2FFC, this is Alan.
All right, then let's recognize W2 at KDC Dennis, KE2FFC Alan, and also we have in NetLogger we had N3GTH Nicholas checking in there. So, all right, moving on down to my next station, we have KM4UJP. Don, how was your week?
Oh, week was good. Thank you very kindly. We're in a strange weather pattern here. We're getting thunderstorms every day, which is a little weird. But anyway, that's not too bad. I kind of lived out in the middle of nowhere, so I did not attend any field day events. Although I did chat with a few folks on the HD and on HF who were doing field day. I'm an old motorcycle racer. I used to race flat track motorcycles when I lived up in the Midwest, and I usually go up to Lima, Ohio this weekend, and I didn't this year, but in the past, every year I did that, I'd go to two field days, one in Darke County, Ohio, and one in Miami County, Ohio. So that was always fun. I missed that, but I always enjoyed field day myself for the camaraderie and what have you. It was always fun dragging equipment around. But anyway, KM4UJP, back to net.
Hey, very good there, John. And yeah, I had to look up your QTH really quick again. I was like, where's he getting all these thunderstorms from? I mean, we did go through a spurt of that, but yeah, definitely down there in Florida, I get definitely much different weather patterns than what we have in the southern tier here. So, especially in winter, I'm always jealous of you guys in winter when it's like it's like 7 degrees here and you guys have like a 70-degree day going on. So, all right, very good there. And yes, I think John, I might have your story might have resonated with me before too, because I actually did the same thing in years prior, and maybe hopefully get back to it. Where I'm in Tioga County, I'm kind of nestled in between two counties that have more activities. So I usually went on like Saturday to go over to the Binghamton Amateur Radio Association over to my east, and then on Sunday I would go over to Harris Hill with the ARAS folks in Chemung County over to my west. So I was kind of doing field day club hopping there, as they were, all the people have coined it. I like the phrase. So, all right, very good there. All right, next on my list is N3DQD. Ray, how was your week?
Yeah, W2FJH and the net from N3DQD. Well, the week was good. Didn't do anything terribly exciting. We did go to field day yesterday. Speaking for Anna, too, because she's not here this evening. And we were out there for the biggest part of yesterday. We got there in the morning, and we got home something after 10 last evening. We didn't make a lot of contacts. We were off again, on again with the rain and having to disconnect with the lightning, etc. But it was just great being around everyone out there, and we had a very enjoyable time. And that's about it, I guess. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Hey, very good there, Ray. And yeah, I miss seeing Barry. And honestly, I was just thinking of his name before I keyed up, and I can't think of his name. The ham that always cooks all the food and everything up there too. He's a really good guy. So I miss seeing those folks up that way. So all right, next on my list is W2KDC. Dennis, how was your week? Oh, just by the way, Dennis, in case you didn't catch from the previous transmissions, the net topic this evening was Summer Field Day. Did you participate in Field Day? And if so, how'd it go? So just for the other folks who checked in later than that, that's our net topic. So W2KDC, Dennis, over to you.
Oh, hi, Frank, and everyone on the net. My week was kind of meh. I've been having some health issues and trying to deal with those last week. As a result, I wasn't able to participate in field day. Had planned on it, but they went ahead. The Clara group went ahead and did a fine job without me, I'm sure. So that's how that went, and hopefully the docs will figure out what's going on with me, and I'll get on the mend, and all will be better soon. So that's about it. W2KDC, back to you, Frank.
Hey, Dennis, I'm sorry to hear that, and hoping you speedy recovery and all the best, and the health issues there. So hopefully you feel better, top notch in a couple days, and we'll be we'll see you next week there. So all right, next on the list is KE2FFC. Alan, how was your week?
Hi, Frank, and those listening on the net. Pretty not busy week for me, I would say. For amateur radio stuff, though, picked up a hotspot, finally got my Anytone working on it. So I know that my radio's working. As we found out the other night, I thought my radio was broken. Participated in field day, kind of learned the lay of the land and kind of how to do the contacts. Didn't really do any contacts, maybe next year, and kind of volunteered for setup and teardown. Lots of RF cabling. That's it. Back to the net.
Hey, very good there, Alan. And yeah, I thought I saw your message, actually in the Vera Discord group. And just real quick, were you the same Alan that I met at the previous club meeting?
Correct.
Okay, very good there, Alan. And yeah, thanks for stopping by the net and everything. So, all right, next on my list is N3GTH. Nicholas, I see you checked in through NetLogger. Hopefully you're still with us here. How was your week? Nothing heard on my end here. We did have N3GTH Nick checking in through NetBlocker. He just kind of came into the room though, and I don't see any activity. But we'll give you another go there, Nick, if you're on the frequency. How was your week there? All right, nothing heard on my end again, so I'm guessing Nick might have checked out for the evening there. So, all right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have reached the end of my list, so let's see if there's any additional stations that would like to check in this evening. Please call now.
W2FJH and 2BSS.
All right, the network recognized N2BSS Jeff, and I'm not sure if you guys doubled or if somebody else had just keyed up at the same time, but it came up on my hotspot as KC3PXC Paul. So I'll add you to the list just to check in there. So, all right, so we'll head on over to Jeff here in a second. Just in case you didn't catch it, Jeff, we were talking basically summer field day. If you participated and how it went for you. So we'll hand it over to you there, Jeff. N2BSF, take it away.
W2FJH and TBSS, and actually I just flipped the radio on. I didn't realize that it was turned off, and therefore I was missing the Nick tonight because I'm actually available tonight to check in. Normally I'm not around at 7 o'clock on Sundays for I don't know, the last couple of months I guess. I can't remember the last time I checked in. But anyway, here I am. Hang on a second. Let me grab a reset. I definitely did participate in. I'm actually up at the QTH here in the Finger Lakes, Southern Tier, where I don't normally have an HF station, so I set one up. I borrowed a friend's Yaesu FT891. I have a 40-meter off-center fed dipole and a couple of portable fiberglass masts, a couple of T-posts to help secure the masts, and no more than center point was no more than about 5 meters off the ground, maybe about 4.5 thereabouts. And made a little over 200 contacts from over here in Fox November 112, my corner of Steuben County. So operated Class 1 Echo using a fully solar powered station, solar and battery power. No commercial mains at all, and had a good time doing it. Paced myself over the 24-hour period. A little bit on the overnight on 80 meters. Was a little frustrated at band conditions, but found out that it really was my inverter that was putting all the noise out. Once I turned the inverter off, all it was doing was running a light bulb. We were in good shape, so there you go. So that's the story from here tonight. W2FJH and TBSS.
Hey, thanks, there, Jeff. And wow, 200 contacts. Were you doing all that with voice, or were you using FT8 or some other digital, or was it a CW as well? That would also count. But wow, 200 contacts with voice would be impressive. But I'll hand it back over to you to see what method you were making these contacts.
Well, it was single sideband combination of 40 meters, 40 meters, 20 meters, and 75 meters. I did foray into 15. I think I made only about 3 or 4 contacts there because 15 was dead. Majority was on 40, and there were a couple instances where I just parked myself, called CQ, and was able to get a fairly decent run that way. So, yeah, 200 SSB contacts.
Wow, very nice there. So, all right, or at least I don't usually hear numbers that high. Maybe that's more common. I'm just not familiar with it. But that seems like quite a few contacts to reach there. So congratulations there. So, all right, next on my list is KC3PXC. Paul, how was your week?
Yeah, net control, KC3PXC. Good evening, Frank. Good evening to the net. I think this is the first time I've checked into the net on this one. And I saw a net logger, and I was like, yeah, I'll program the radio up real quick. And sorry about keying up on, hopefully I didn't key up on anybody. And I usually key it up a minute to see if it'll connect up to the DMR. Because I'm crossbanding from YSF to DMR. My Anytone 878 kind of bit the dust, and so I'm using my FT70 to crossband into DMR. But yeah, the weekend, oh man, it was rain and lightning down here in western Pennsylvania. I did visit one of the clubs, the local clubs, and I'm not a big field day guy, but I like to see how everybody's set up, so I kind of rove from club to club and kind of see what everybody's doing. And I'm more of a parks on the air guy. I like to hunt and activate and do all that, and set up and do activations with other guys and do all that. So thanks, Frank, for picking me up, and good evening to the net. And I'll be sticking around for a little bit. Back to you, KC3PXC.
Hey, very good there, Paul, and thanks for checking in. No worries about that. I just usually I can kind of tell that somebody just keyed up to listen to the talk group, or they actually wanted to check in. It just happened to be that you keyed up right after somebody had unkeyed, so I wasn't sure if you guys doubled or if you were just trying to listen in there. But hey, I'm glad I throw you in the log anyways. So, and yeah, since it's your first time checking into the net there, in case you didn't catch the first part of the net here, you can find a lot more information about this net. We do also record, we broadcast out to YouTube, but you can find a lot of this information on STNYDMR.net. It's for Southern Tier New York DMR.net. And yeah, we also do have a Wires X room associated basically with the Brandmeister Southern Tier Talk group. I have a Wires X room that's kind of bridged together. So any folks that do have, like you said, you'd have a Yaesu radio if you had a FT 3DR, 5DR, or any of the FTM 100, 200, up to 500. If you can connect on the Wires X, you can also connect into our Wires X room, and that's another way of getting in. I heard that you did cross mode already though, so glad to hear you here. So all right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have once again hit the end of my list, so let's see if there's any additional stations out there that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So let's open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so we might as well wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Carlton, Cliff, Nick, Scott, John, Ray, Dennis, Alan, Nick, Jeff, and Paul for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is W2FJH, and I'll be listening.